Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees, it's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
IndianaSRN is on the air, and welcome everybody to a weekday night of high school boys basketball action. Tonight we are on the northeast side of Indianapolis for this exciting matchup as the Horizon Christian Lions pay host to the Calvary Christian Eagles. Let's take a moment to thank tonight's sponsors, the Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Aspen Creek Grill, why go anywhere else for delicious food? Bertner Electric provides quality electrical services in central Indiana. Boilermaker 374, we're second to none in quality and performance. Clean Slate, inspired innovation that moves business forward. Piper Logistics, from warehousing to transportation and everything in between. And the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Watch the best Division III basketball on HCAC.tv, where you always have a front row seat, and follow us at HCACD Roman numeral 3. Well, what a crew we have for you tonight, folks. Producer Ben Wood will be managing the production truck. Daniel Thacker's behind the camera giving you all the great views. My partner Greg Smith's going to break down all the action, and myself, Clark Chafin, we bring you the play-by-play. Greg, we should be in for a good game tonight. We got two very strong teams with excellent records, and they're also playing some really good basketball at the right time of the year.
They are. I think both teams, as you look at if you just look at numbers, both these teams are pretty equally matched. Their makeup as far as seniors, their points scored, their shooting percentages, all of that. So if you just look at raw numbers, I think they're going to be a very close or should be very close. You never know. But I think, I believe you're right. I think we're in for a very good game tonight. Both teams, when I've seen at least Horizon, they tend to run a little bit quicker. They like to play a little more up-tempo. They're not afraid to shoot the threes. When you look at Calvary, they're the same. So I think we're in for a really nice game tonight.
Yeah, Calvary Christian coming into tonight's matchup, Greg, with a 15-5 record, led by head coach Christopher McGrath. Winners of 9 in a row, averaging 58 points offensively. And what stands out as you look at their shooting totals, 31% from behind the three-point line. A big challenge, though, tonight for the Eagles. 4 of their 5 losses have been on the road, and Calvary Christian defeated Horizon Christian on December 8th, 57-53. So you got to feel that the Lions will be looking for some revenge in this contest. Probably important that they get off to a good start in that game on December 8th. It was a big third quarter by Calvary Christian that got them the lead in that contest. Braden Perot led the Eagles with 23 points, so they look to repeat that performance.
Right. Braden Perot, he's averaging 19 points a game, 4 rebounds. He's clearly the guy that they're going to be trying to get the ball to. He's a senior, so he's experienced, he's played, and he's going to be the leader for this. But you never know who might step up and become that big scorer that they're going to need. But like you say, Horizon's going to be out wanting to come after him, try to make up for that earlier loss this year, and just to see, what they can do.
Yeah, we mentioned Braden Perot. He's 19 points a game, 81% from the free throw line. He's kind of their scorer. They got an inside player in Josiah Obando, who's a junior. Obando averages a double-double. He's got 13 points and 10 rebounds to his credit. And then you got Ta Leong, who's the point guard that leads them in assists at 4 a game and also chips in 8 points per contest. So not a bad when you consider all 3 levels at different positions. Greg, think about keys for Calvary Christian tonight. What do you see as some important parts of the game for them to come out with a victory?
I think Calvary's going to have to try to find another score. You know that Horizon is going to focus on Perot, and they're going to be watching Obando. So if they can get somebody else to get close to double figures or a couple people, I think that's going to be a real key. Their three-point shooting, they shoot about 31% from behind the line, and they take a lot of shots. They're not afraid to throw it up. So I think that if they can get somebody else to score just a little bit, that's going to be a key. And then, as always, limit turnovers, just play smart.
Those staples definitely a necessity for every contest. We're going to step aside and take a short break. Come back, we'll take a closer look at the Lions from Horizon Christian, who won last night against Columbus Christian. And we'll dive into their plays and their players and see what keys are and what Greg has for them to be successful. It's Calvary Christian and Horizon Christian on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back to Horizon Christian for this matchup between Calvary Christian Eagles and the Horizon Christian Lions. Greg, let's take a look at Horizon Christian. 19-4-4 on the season. Have 4 players in double figures. Tell us kind of a little bit about this team and what to expect for them tonight.
Well, they're in an 11-game winning streak, and Quinn Yoder, senior, is going to be their guy. He averages about 17 points a game, 6 boards, and so they're going to have to, if Calvary's going to come out of here with a win, they're going to have to shut him down. As you said, they've got 3 other scorers in double figures. Braden Matthews, about 13. Larry Long with about 12, and Landon Loring with 12. So all of those guys, I mean, you've got four scores with double figures. That's big. Rebounding, again, Quinn Yoder's their guy, averages about 6 rebounds a game. So that's going to be key. He's also good from the free throw line. So I think the key for Horizon tonight is going to be Quinn Yoder, and the Eagles are going to need to do what they can to try to shut him down if they want to come out of here with a W.
Well, it'll be an interesting contest, a repeat from December 8th where Calvary beat Horizon. We'll see if Horizon can avenge that loss on IndianaSRN.
Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
I'm sure it was. Unleash the power and passion of IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat. Contact us at sales@IndianaSRN.org to discuss how we can customize a sponsorship package that maximizes your brand and exposure. We are a Central Indiana sports leader. Let's take it down to our public address announcer as we meet tonight's starting lineups for both teams. And there you have the starters for tonight's contest. Calvary will go with Leon, Obando, Brzezinski, Perro, and Coy. And Horizon will go with May, Loring, Matthews, Yoder, and Long. We are set for opening tip. And again, thanks for joining us. Should be a fantastic matchup. Both teams score the ball very well, nearing 60 points a contest. As Obando excited about that early jump. And the ball goes out of bounds out of the tip, and Horizon will get the ball first. Here come the Lions. Man-to-man defense by Calvary Christian in the half court. Clear out drive, up, and finish is good. Give the basket to number 8. I think that was Loring, though. On the other end, quickly scores is Obando. 2-2 early. Aggressive takes to the basket by both teams in a man-to-man. Matthews sets a ball screen, little fadeaway jump shot is good. Loring with his second field goal. And it's 4-2. There's a drive by Leon. He'll skip it to the other side, work it around. And here's a steal, taken away by Long. He'll push the tempo through some contact and scores.
That was a nice move there. Stole the ball and absorbed the contact for the layup.
6-2 early.
Horizon staying man-to-man.
Perro with the drive. Boy, he's really long there and elevated over the defender, or rather that was Obando for his second field goal. Obando with all 4 points.
Defender overplayed just a little bit, and he had the angle once the pass came in. Beautiful cut to the rim, just missed the basket. Yelling for contact.
Yeah, he wanted to foul. You can see the reaction. Great camera work there by Daniel Thacker. As here comes Calvary. Leon Obando. We're working around the perimeter. Perro will stop, pop. Off the rim, no, but rebounded by Brzezinski. And they're going to say he was out of bounds.
There is just no room down there at all. You're right up against the wall as soon as you get that board.
You get out of bounds, you can also get a popcorn and a Coke as substitution early for Horizon. Checking into the game is number 21, Israel Miles. Miles, that super sub. He play a lot of minutes off the bench for the Lions, up 6-4. Get a ball screen. Looks to take his man one-on-one. Drives and scores. Israel Miles. An easy two, Greg.
That was a nice move. Just beat him on the dribble and then just went around the baseline right under the bucket.
There's a driving kick, and Perro couldn't find the handle or the pass from Leon.
Just a little bit of a careless pass there. Tried to get a little fancy maybe and should have looked.
Maybe a little out of control.
Yes. Second turnover for Calvary.
Miles, and again, they isolate him on that island one-on-one. Gets a little too fancy between the legs, and it goes off his feet out of bounds. So a turnover there for Horizon with 5 minutes to go in quarter number one.
Well, that time the defense, as he took that first dribble to get that step, he got him, and then nice move there, just missed the basket.
Well, both teams, we've talked about how they like to be up and down and shoot the threes, and yet we're seeing them try to establish the points in the paint. Here's another drive. Long can't get it. As May crashes the board.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about the three, and nobody shot one. They're all driving the ball.
There's the announcers. Jinx. Good shot, though. A nice driving kick. Coming up empty, though, was Coy. Meanwhile, the other end, fouled at the rim, was Colin May. He'll go to the free throw line.
Didn't catch who that foul was on.
So May to the charity stripe. His first one's up and good. The 5'10 senior extends the lead to 5 points. And Camden Bell checks in for the Eagles of Calvary Christian. Bell's second free throw off the back iron, no. Obando clears. Largest lead of the game for Horizon Christian at 5.
Staying in the man-to-man, they're going under the screen there to see. He's may have an open shot if he keeps going under that screen. We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, it's an adjustment that teams can do, but a good catch there by you, Mr. Smith. Here's a drive. Perro keeps his dribble, attacks, and gets the and one finish.
Split the defenders there. That was a nice move.
Braden Perro gets on the board. And with a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. It's not really old-fashioned. I should say old school.
Showing our age.
We are. But he makes the free throw. He now has 3, and it's a 9-7 contest. Long across the timeline. Just being left-handed makes that side of the floor open to him. They throw it in the post to Matthews. Good ball fake. Turn and shoots no good. And Camden Bell gets the rebound.
It's a nice look. He kind of went for the ball fake. The defender started edging it that way, and then he went to the inside on it, but just couldn't make it work.
Yeah, maybe a little surprised he was so wide open after that nice ball fake.
Got in a little deep, got the pass back out. Underneath again, but able to get the pass back out.
Perro with it on top. He'll use the Obando ball screen.
Horizon is really expanding their man-to-man defense all the way out.
Yoder gets the rebound, and Miles Skip-Ballou up the court. Throw it down to the post, Matthews. They're going to work off that a little two-man game between Miles. He'll pull the three. Not really his game. Long rebound. Scrapping for it is Colin May. Good hustle, but can't maintain possession. It'll go out of bounds, and the ball will back to the Calvary Christian Eagles.
Hopefully our cameraman got that rebound there.
He's always got a front row seat.
There you go.
There's a foul and a timeout. Looks like a full timeout. We'll take it with them with Horizon on top, 9-7.
To you. Standing with us. You are truly making a difference in the lives of our neighbors in need.
Officially Human. Our mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the fields and courts. Thanks to our officials, for without them we don't play. Sportsmanship is everyone's job. And we thank tonight's officials for their dedication as the rebound off the drive is taken out of there by the Lions. Long into the corner. Yoder can get hot in a hurry. They throw it down to Matthews. A little two-man game. Yoder up to the rim and scores.
Nice move there, a little give and go. Just a quick pass and off to the races. He went right down the middle.
Greg, one thing I noticed, Horizon doing a really nice job of playing out of the post. Braden Matthews, unselfish when he's getting that ball.
Yep, definitely that looking to kind of go inside out, which is the key.
Ball deflected out of bounds. It'll stay here with Calvary Christian. 4-point lead, a lead they've kind of maintained throughout this quarter. Leon with the ball. Spin move, drives and kicks, up high and won't go by Obando, but he is fouled. Josiah Obando, the junior, will head to the free throw line.
Foul on number 5 for Horizon. Missed the first free throw.
Obando, a 58% free throw shooter. He'll get a second attempt. This one is true. He now has 5, and the lead's down to 3. Miles directs some traffic, tries to drive, cut off nicely by Bell. They look to try to get inside to Matthews again. Matthews getting an in and out dribble. And tapped out of bounds by Obando as they were trying to get Yoder in the corner.
The Eagles are definitely shutting down that baseline drive now. They've seen that a couple times and definitely putting more pressure on that, not letting them come all the way under, so he's got to take it back out.
Here's a three in the corner. Yeah, no good. Taken out of there by Carver Carson. Obando, trouble with the pass, but they recover. Under a minute to go. Pero thought about the three. Back to Leon. Long on Leon. Deep three by Pero. Front rim, no. Yoder clears.
There wasn't a lot of movement there. Had a lot of guys standing out around the three-point line, so let's see if they can get a little more movement to get some more open looks.
There's a drive, cut off, spin move. Nice shot fake, up and under, off the board, no. In the rebound, taken by Carson. 20 seconds left. Let's see what the Eagles do. Looks like they'll hold for the last shot. Carson with the ball, one-on-one, under 8 seconds. They look to get it to Pero. Guarded closely by Miles. He'll drive baseline. Puts a shot up, no good. 2-1, Miles from half court. And it doesn't go, and that'll do it for the first quarter of action. Horizon Christian on top, 11-8 on IndianaSRN.
We really focus on modern application development, DevOps, so automating the whole process of delivering your solution, and cloud architecture.
It's very important for mid to large companies to have cloud partners because you can't possibly have all the talent you need to address the complex ecosystem of the cloud.
We advise them on all parts of their business. And then when things are defined and we see a clear goal, Clean Slate also then goes and does the work.
We have a team that is very passionate about what they do. We love to solve complex problems, and there's a lot of companies out there that will avoid, getting involved in those things, and I think that's why clients like to work with us.
Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe offers traditional food like Grandma used to make. A great staff and even better food. Check us out Wednesday through Sunday or call at 317-760-1640. That's Tam's Sweet and Savory Cafe.
Nothing like a little mom's home
cooking. But it makes a lot of problems go away.
Indeed.
And 11-8 score after one. Greg, kind of thoughts on the first quarter. What do you notice?
Well, it was a quick first quarter, I thought. We looked at, as we were talking during the break, Horizons really spread their scoring out, which is, I think, a good sign. Calvary's just relying on 2 players, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. We've said Leon has driven a lot, but he's not really looked to shoot yet, so I've been kind of interested in that.
And
but there, Obando again.
Goes right at it. He's got his third field goal, and the lead is now cut to 1. No one picks up Miles as he drives, and nice score by Matthews.
That was just too easy. I think they forgot about him. Just an easy entry pass, and he just was wide open.
Israel Miles initiated that offense. And meanwhile, here's a drive. Leon a little too hot to handle on that pass. Matthews comes away, and here comes Long. In transition, nice bounce pass, but couldn't quite complete the play. Colin May was open on the opposite block. I don't think he was expecting it.
That was a very nice pass. Bounced that right to him. And, again, I think you're right. I don't think he was expecting the pass or that it was coming in as quite as hot as it was.
Bando on the high post drive. Nice move. Couldn't get it to fall. Matthews on the rebound. Clears DeLong. Cross court. Up is Yoder. Can't finish through the contact. Lawrence Long comes down and gets a big man's rebound and score.
That was a nice move.
Lawrence Long strong in the paint. Finishes with that left hand and equals the largest lead of 15-10. Leon answers with a score at the other end.
Another nice power move. He just put it on the floor and just went right in.
Seems like he has that quick first step. Matthews all alone. His second field goal in Calvary Christian with some miscommunication on the defensive end. Calls a timeout. We'll take it with them here with 6:24 left in quarter number 2.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back. Wheeler Mission. For 125 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community. They provide help, hope, and healing to people in need. Volunteer today at 317-686-6239. Thank you, Wheeler Mission. 6:28 left here in quarter number 2. Clark Chafin, Greg Smith, along with Daniel Thacker and Ben Wood. Thanks for joining us here on Indiana SRN, Greg. Fast-paced second quarter here, Horizon extending the lead to 5.
Yeah, these last two trips down the floor, Calvary's just looked a little confused. I don't know if they were trying to go to a zone and just weren't sure about it, or in their man they weren't sure who was going to have who, but Horizon had 2 easy buckets and then just an easy turnover, a bad pass, and a foul, and they're going to give him the bucket.
How about Quinn Yoder steps into the passing lane, gives a nice little Euro step to take the contact, and one, and Horizon now has their biggest lead at 19-12 with a chance to extend.
That was just a nice move.
Under control as well. So easy when you get in that position to speed up, but Yoder was under control, able to finish. Now has 5 points for Yoder and an 8-point lead.
Yeah, just took that Euro step right past him. Out of control, kind of coming in, thought he got contacted, wanted a foul.
And Long will bring it on the transition break and get fouled as he's driving to the basket. Can really tell Horizon's focus is to attack the paint. Nobody has hit any three-pointers tonight. They're really...
Yeah, I think I've only seen 1 or 2 even shot. So definitely interesting look, because before there was a lot of threes and now everything's going inside.
Long drives, rims no good. He's able to come in without kind of reestablishing, and then draws the foul. Another advantage Horizon has, Greg. They got so many guys that can beat you off the dribble.
Indeed. They've got 3 or 4 at least that we've seen tonight that are not afraid to put the ball on the floor and go right towards the basket. I think that's the 3rd team foul for Calvary Christian this quarter, so that could become a problem also if they're going to put Horizon at the line.
And another advantage of keep attacking the rim is get Calvary in foul trouble, but got to convert at the free throw line.
Horizon usually shoots about 55%. Missed both of them there.
I got him at 2 for 5 right now. It's a nice runner by Pero. And a much-needed basket for the Eagles. They're back in the man-to-man defense. Matthews in the post. We'll skip it to Miles. Pero with the closeout. Miles drives. Matthews a corner 3 from your living room. No good. Larry Long high for the rebound. He can't get it. And Leon chases it down.
Had a couple really good looks there and just couldn't get it to fall. Calvary lucky to come out with the board finally and just didn't get the sweet roll there after about 3 bounces off the iron.
Leon will try it again, this time from 3, and we got our first 3 of the contest. And it's a big one as it trims the 6-point lead in half. It's now down to 3. Inside to Matthews.
I feel like that's the first time that Leon really has looked for a shot out there. He's been driving and passing, and there he took it.
Working around the perimeter. Larry Long drives. Shake and bake.
Staying in man-to-man.
3 is in and out. Leon with the rebound and a foul on Colin May as he extends the arms.
Yeah, kind of a silly foul there. Just kind of pushed off. I don't know if that was a frustration foul or what, but yeah, that was kind of just a little bit of a silly foul. I've got that as Horizon's first foul this quarter, though.
So a little bit of a run here for Calvary Christian. A little 5-0 run. Leon with the basketball. The drive, loses control, but is able to land in the hands of Brzezinski. Pero in the corner. Here's a drive, a little scoop shot, no good. Chase down. Yoder comes away with it.
I think he could have shot just a regular layup there. He was, I think, a lot more open than he thought he was going to be, and thought he was going to have to get a little tricky. Nice spin move there, just off the back iron.
Yeah, a little spin move, but I don't think he needed the fadeaway. Obando drives, and he's going to call a charge. Good hustle by Israel Miles to get back in transition D and establish position. That'll be a charging foul.
That was tough. That's 4 fouls now. So Horizon's going to be shooting the rest of the quarter with 3:30 left. They're going to be at the free throw line on every foul from here on out, and that could turn out to be a big thing also.
Loring drives. Obando blocks it at the rim. And here comes the transition for the Eagles. Pero cut off. Watch that matchup, Greg. It looked like Miles was really forcing Pero to the left, but they able to finish at the rim. Obando.
Yeah, that was nice. He had the block on this end and then came back and gets the shot at this end. Thought that might have been an extra step there, but
little Kevin McHale up and under for you old school fans. Loring on that basket. Pero for 3 from way downtown. Rims it, no good. Yoder gets the rebound. He's going to be fouled, and Greg, that's going to put Yoder to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's tough. You know, 90 feet from the basket, you can't be fouling down there like that, especially when you know you've got 4 fouls. Although now they're not. Okay, now they're going to come back and shoot 2. I was going to say.
And for Horizon Christian, this is who you want at the free throw line with Yoder. He is their leading free throw shooter on the season at 67%.
Yeah. This will be, you don't want to be giving them just free looks, and especially when the clock's not running, give it a chance to take that lead out. A little bit strong there. Still have a 3-point lead.
Another miss by the Lions. Yoder eyes the second one. A little short there off the front of the rim.
So he's just 1 of 3 tonight from the charity stripe.
Leon drives. Pero thought about it. Miles will really force him left. Here's Obando in the paint. And up and good and 1.
And that's going to be there all night unless they come down and double that. Obando's got the size and the strength, and he can just back in there. So I have a feeling that Horizon's going to have to try to come over and double that to where he can't just back him down and turn and make that easy shot.
Obando with 11, now 12 of Calvary's 22 points, and we are tied with 2:16 here and left in the first half.
So that was a quick turn there because Horizon was up, 5 or 7, and then now it's tied.
Yeah,
So
they had an 8-point lead at one time. Here's Loring.
Calvary was just patient. That's what they needed to do.
Good defense by Leon. Here's Matthews. Tries to drive. It's tipped out of bounds.
Must have been touched.
We had a great camera view, but
we got screened out there just a little bit.
The officials didn't see it, so Calvary with the ball and a chance to take the lead. They have not had the lead this contest. Leon pulls up from 3, back iron, no. Obando gets the long rebound. Here's Pero from deep and got it. Braden Pero with the lead after the 3. It's 25-22. And Miles tried to hit a cutting Leon break. And Greg, let's take a look at that three-pointer.
Deep 3 and just money. And then down here on this end, thought his guy was going to wait on him, and his man was cutting towards the basket and just threw it behind him. So another costly turnover, and now Calvary's got a 3-point lead back into Bando. Inside, backs his man down, kicks it out.
And a 3 is good. Give credit to number 10 on that three, Jeffrey Coy. And a big run here by Calvary Christian. Can't get it to fall. Obando comes away with it.
Nice outlet down the floor. Beautiful step. Nice reverse. Just was a little too strong.
Israel Miles hurries back down. He's going to get fouled. A break in the action as it is a 16-2 run, Greg. Horizon was on top 20-12.
That's a big turnaround.
Big turnaround indeed. And they've missed a couple of opportunities at the free throw line. Israel Miles will get a chance. He'll get the friendly roll. And he'll have a second free throw with 35 seconds remain.
That's just his third point of the night. And missed that one.
And they'll look to the free throws at halftime as you take a look at these stats and see that they've left a lot of points on the floor.
Yeah, they were shooting early at 2.5 minutes, and they were shooting.
Maybe a little quick trigger there by Leon.
Yep.
Larry Long brings it down. And let's see if the Lions are going to hold for the last shot. Loring drives, cut off, and he's going to be fouled. That'll stop the clock and allow him to go to the free throw line.
It was Brzezinski, it looked like, picking up the foul. So 2 shots, about 7 seconds left.
Landon Loring to the line. His first free throw is good. He has 7 points. And he'll get another one with 7 seconds left. And Greg, if you look, if your Horizon might not be a bad idea to foul. There was only 2 team fouls. 5 puts them in a bonus. Let's see what the coach elects him to do. There's maybe a lane violation was called on that free throw, so that basket doesn't count. Unfortunate because it was made. So 28-24, 7 seconds. Here comes Pero. Down the left side, inside to Obando. Drives up and gets the roll as the buzzer ends. Obando with another bucket and a big half for him. And at halftime, Calvary Christian leads by a score of 30-24 in a big second quarter by Calvary Christian, having 22 points. Greg, your thoughts on the first half?
Well, I think what we saw there was they just decided to just go into Obando. And once that he got going, I mean, he had 9 in that quarter, and then that opened up some of those other things. He passed it out a couple times to get a couple threes for Pero and for Coy. And so I think by going into him, that really opened up some of their other stuff.
It was an 8-point lead at one time by Horizon Christian at 20-12. And since then, the Calvary Christian went on an 18-4 run and closes the first half and leads 30-24. We'll take a break, come back with some stats here on IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
We can't have NBA basketball without the ball itself. So today we are going to go balls deep into the history of the ball, starting all the way back to the game's inception. Let's begin the animated timeline. The game of basketball was invented in the year 1891. Dr. James Naismith was its creator. Now, the game back then was much, much different than it is today. I'll save the evolution of the game itself for a later video. This video's topic is the balls. And the ball in 1891 was, well, a soccer ball. Now, soccer balls themselves were built a little different than they are today, but the important takeaway is that this ball actually wasn't used for dribbling. Dribbling wasn't a concept for basketball until 1897. As the game became more popular and grew, the ball had no business being a soccer ball. So in 1894, Dr. James Naismith reached out to A.G. Spalding to invent the first basketball ball. Spalding at the time was famous for making American footballs and Major League Baseball gloves. And you can totally see the inspiration of the design, as this ball is laced up at the center like a football. Fun fact about this ball specifically, to celebrate its 125th anniversary, Spalding remade the ball in 2019 around the same time as the Raptors-Warriors finals. As the years went on, basketball got so popular it was able to have its own league formed around the sport. And in 1937, the NBL, or National Basketball League, was formed in the United States, and they needed their own NBL ball. This ball was no longer built like a pigskin football, as the laces are removed for optimal dribbling. The NBA, National Basketball Association, was founded in 1946, but it wasn't till around 1950 when the game got a much upgraded ball. The game got so popular that it started bringing attention of many new fans showing up to watch the games. Keeping up with, spectating, and watching the pace of the game as a fan was difficult, as the brown ball color was hard to keep up with rapid court movement on the brown floor. So around 1950, the ball was remade into an orange ball. The orange ball was much more flashy and visually appealing to fans, as they can easily see it dart around the court. Decades later, the game ball kept evolving. Around 1971, the NBA changed the design of the ball from 4 leather panels to 8 leather panels. Having 8 leather panels instead of 4 allowed for a much better grip on the ball itself for better dribbling techniques. And 1 year later in 72, the first synthetic leather ball was made, which made producing the ball much cheaper. And now we bring you the iconic NBA ball that many of you know and love, the 1984 Spalding Larry O'Brien official Spalding ball. To quote Heritage Auctions, Wilson had the NBA contract to produce basketballs, which ended following the '83 finals. Also moving out of the office of commissioner was Larry O'Brien. Eventually, Spalding picked up the contract and David Stern assumed the role as top man on February 1st, 1984. This ball is the ball of choice that many fans around the world prefer while playing basketball. Moving on to a slight adaptation of this ball was that failure of a ball in 2006. This 06 ball was made out of cross-traction microfiber, but the ball only lasted for the beginning of the season, as many players complained that it roughed up their fingers, skin, and was overall a terrible ball. The ball was quickly discontinued, and the NBA went back to the classic leather ball. Going forward in the future, coming up for the 2021-2022 NBA season, Wilson will replace Spalding as the official NBA basketball. Now, the leather used for the balls themselves will still come from the same provider, so they won't physically feel any much different. Also, the balls will keep their 8-panel configuration and performance specifics as the ball that is currently used, so it's pretty much the same game with a different name.
Welcome back to Horizon Christian for tonight's contest between Horizon Christian and Calvary Christian. Calvary Christian on top, 30-24 here at halftime. Boilermaker Local 374 represents highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication throughout the state of Indiana. Start your career with Boilermakers Union Local 374 and call us at 219-845-1000. That's Boilermaker Local 374. As at halftime of this contest, let's take a look at some upcoming games on the network. We'll start with Wednesday on January 31st. That will be tomorrow at 7:30. RHIT.TV has women's basketball action at Rose Holman. It's Avalon taking on the Fighting Engineers. Then Thursday, February 1st, we have a triple header on the network of boys basketball. We have Muncie Central at Guerin Catholic on Wednesday. And then Thursday is Legacy at Horizon Christian. On IndianaSRN, we have Ritter at Covenant Christian. And Providence Cristo Rey and Central Christian will be doing battle. Southport at Mount Vernon coming at you, and then Covenant Christian and Cecina. You Catch all these also on demand. Guerin Catholic and Covenant Christian as well. Hamilton Heights, Guerin Catholic, Saturday. And Pendleton Heights and Mount Vernon. We'll also bring you girls basketball IHSAA sectional action championship game this weekend as well. Clark Chafin, Greg Smith here bringing you this contest. Greg, won't you share with us some of the stats for tonight's contest?
Well, that second quarter was big for Calvary Christian. They were down 20-12 and went on an 18-4 run to finish the second quarter. So now with the 30-24 lead. Leading scorers for Calvary Christian, Josiah Obando has 14. Braden Perro has 8. Talion has 5. And Jeffrey Coy with 3. If you look down at Horizon Christian, Landon Loring with 7 being their leading scorer. Both Lawrence Long and Braden Matthews with 4. Quinn Yoder has 5. Israel Miles with 3 and Colin May with 1. So rounding out that 30-24 as Calvary Christian takes the lead into the halftime locker room. I think one of the things to at least note is Horizon Christian left 6 points on there with missed free throws. So, 6 points, that's the difference right now. So could those missed free throws all in the second quarter come back to haunt them near the end of the game?
Good catch by you, Greg. 4 for 10 from the free throw line, a very telling stat. And how about this? Calvary Christian has knocked down 3 3-point attempts or 3-point shots. Horizon Christian yet to make a 3-point field goal. So let's see if that might be something that changes in this second half. Remember, these two teams met all the way back on December 8th with Calvary Christian winning 57-53. So we'll see what adjustments are made in the locker room here at halftime. We'll take another break and get Greg's keys to the second half for both squads. It's Calvary Christian and Horizon Christian halftime here on IndianaSRN.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Calvary Christian on top 30-24 as we start the second half. Matthews cleans it up and scores. Braden Matthews, his first field goal. And now let's see if the Lions go into a bit of a 1-3-1 trap here, Greg.
Changed up the defense, so we'll see what they do. 3 in the corner, in and out, no good. Rebound, Matthews.
Here comes Miles up ahead. Nice transition defense by Obando as Leon comes away with the steal. In the paint, shot goes up, little contact, no call. Long up ahead to Yoder, and he'll finish at the rim, and it's 30-28.
So 4 quick points, made the adjustment on defense, going to that 1-3-1. But they're doing exactly what they have to do with that, and that's get the ball inside. And there was Obando for 2 more.
Obando scores, penetrating in the middle of the zone. Miles shoots from deep and scores.
Nice step back there. He took one dribble, got his defender on his back foot, took the step back and put it up right over him.
Leon up in the air. Over to Perro.
He's got to watch getting up in the air like that.
It's caught him a couple of times with people moving and not being in the right spot as they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Colin May. Good call by the official as he had both hands on him. You see a look at a fantastic crowd here at Horizon Christian tonight for this contest. Standing room only. These teams 15-5, Calvary Christian 19-4, Horizon Christian.
Somebody's winning streak is going to end tonight, so we're going to got 2 quarters to play this out and see whose winning streak's going to be on the line. Nice 3-point look there, just a little strong. Obando underneath with the board. Padding his stats there a little bit, a couple boards, but then put it in.
Just dominating in the paint is Josiah Obando. 18 for the game. May goes up, and he'll get fouled as he goes to the basket.
I think they're going to get Obando on the initial.
So Colin May to the free throw line, the 5'10 senior. He was 1 for 2 in the first half. And this one's true. He'll earn a second one. He's now got 2 points, all from the charity stripe.
Averages 7 points a game. That's just 2 for him, now 3.
But a good sign for the Lions. They've knocked down both their free throw attempts. Being able to find a rhythm at that free throw line might be a key for them as they struggled in the first half, shooting 4 of 10.
Yes, just like we talked about, they left some points out there, so now they're starting strong from the line. Let's see what they do.
Back to the zone inside to Obando. Spin move over the front of the rim, gets the roll. Obando continuing his dominance.
Horizon just has no answer for him down there.
And at some point, Greg, they're going to maybe even have to front him or double team him to get the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to try to double him, but then, early on in the game, he was not afraid to pass out, and that's going to be the problem. As soon as that help defender separates a little bit, then that pass is going to be wide open for an outside look from the wing. So we'll see what Horizon does here. Staying in the 1-3-1.
Here's a drive. Skip pass. They work it around the perimeter. Leon for 3. Front rim, no.
Nice pass around the horn there.
Loose ball. I don't think anyone really had the ball. The underneath official didn't call the jump ball. But it'll alternating possession stay here with Calvary Christian.
That was really nice ball movement there by Calvary around the perimeter.
Horizon back to man. Here's a drive by Perro off the glass and in. Perro now into double figures.
Again, they gave him the baseline, and he took it and then came back out and had the nice basically layup off the glass.
Loring shot fake, tough contested 18-footer.
Down in and bounced back out.
Quickly up the way, here's Coy, drives baseline and finishes. And the largest lead now at 8 as a timeout on the floor by Horizon Christian. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them with 4:18 to go in quarter number 3.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
The Morales Group our mission is to build better futures one story at a time, and we acknowledge the whole person and their individual story. Contact us today at 317-472-7600. The Morales Group. Greg, we were talking off air with maybe some different defensive strategies as a steal by Obando to the rim, absorbs the contact and finishes. It's a 10-point lead.
Yeah, we talked about their defense. I think they need to watch how the very sloppy, lazy pass halfway down the floor, and Obando saw it and just grabbed it.
Long backs it out. You see the confidence just growing with Calvary Christian.
Obando definitely changed the look of that shot.
Long tries to tip it up and finally gets it to go. Larry Long now with 6. And a much-needed bucket, Greg.
Exactly. They really needed that.
Perro in the corner will back it out. Long on him. They'll switch to Miles. Good communication there on the perimeter. Leon drives, left hand no good, off the face of Matthews. Long goes to the floor. Let's see if he was fouled or if it just went out of bounds.
I think they got a foul on Leon, I believe.
I believe so. So it'll be Horizon Christian ball. Tough fall there by Larry Long. He's able to shake it off. And he'll bring it across the timeline. In the post. Loring getting physical down there. And a shot goes up, or a tip goes up, and there'll be a foul. And we'll see if this is on Obando. And it is. It's Obando. His arms weren't vertical. We had a great camera angle by Mr. Daniel Thacker. And Loring will go to the free throw line. 7 in the first half. And this free throw is short. He hit his only free throw attempt in the first half, 57% from the line. And the second one is good. It's a 10-point lead. The Lions try to claw their way back into it.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
Thank you. Here comes Calvary Christian.
Yeah, Horizon had it down to 4, and then Calvary kind of took it back out again. So now we'll see what Horizon does here defensively. Staying, I can't really tell if that's kind of a 1-3-1 or dropped into a 2-3 maybe, but doesn't matter. They made him take a bad shot. Got lucky there, a little out of control, but they got the ball back.
Yeah, Loring just maybe trying to do a little too much.
And I think he's going to get the charge.
Yeah, a little out of control. Good defense by Perro.
First time he drove in, he kind of lost the ball, was able to get it back, and then turned around and just kind of was for sure going to go in and just plowed over him.
Perro drives, kick.
Good recovery.
Leon, nice bounce pass.
Oh, and just left it short. Had the beautiful layup and just left it short.
Camden Bell couldn't get it to fall. Loring.
Brzezinski, I think, tipped that pass that was going to be down for an easy layup.
Larry Long with the strong take. And it's down to 5 with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Leon cut off by Long. 3 on the way. Long. Miles gets the rebound. He'll push the tempo. He'll attack the rim and he'll finish. Israel Miles gets it to a 1-possession game and a timeout by Calvary Christian.
This will be a 30. That's all they've got. They'll have 2 30s left. Well, they're saying it's a full.
Well, we'll take a full timeout with them. 1:41 left here in quarter number 3.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Piper Logistics from Piper Warehouse's group of logistics professionals dedicated on working together to provide our clients with a complete logistics in Indianapolis and Cincinnati. Roll with us. Call today at 317-396-1023. Piper Logistics. Calvary Christian with the ball. Leon on the drive. A nice little left hand for Leon, and he's able to score, give him 7, but quickly the other way is the Lions. They can't get it to fall. Leon comes away with the rebound. Boy, a quick turnaround here. Long gets the rebound. Loring up and scores. Landon Loring gets another field goal. We're back down to 3 points. Fast-paced action after that timeout, Greg. The Eagles now decide to slow it down.
Calvary wanted to try to slow that down a little bit. But they've had some good looks since their timeout. But they're just put the ball up and he got over his head and got it stolen.
And live ball turnovers lead to easy points, and in transition, Larry Long scores again. It's down to 1 with 30 seconds in quarter number 3.
Quite a back and forth third quarter here. A game of runs. We'll see what happens to finish it out. Baseline drive, pass to the corner.
Cut off by, nice defensive rotation by Horizon Christian. Ball's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay on this end with the Eagles. You give him plenty of room there on the sideline to inbound. We've got some players tying some shoes. Leon gets the inbounds pass.
Looks like they're going to probably just play for one.
Long on Leon. 4 seconds. Pero from deep. Back iron, no. And that'll do it for quarter number 3. Back and forth we go. It's going to be an exciting fourth quarter. Don't go away. We're on IndianaSRN.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt, it's not a game.
Insulting referees. It's not a game.
Threatening officials, it's not a game.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes, it's not a game.
Violent language in the stands, it's not a game.
Verbal abuse from the sideline, it's not a game.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot, it's not a game.
Was once a 10-point lead by Calvary Christian in the third quarter. Now down to 1 as we head into the fourth quarter. And Greg Smith, Clark Chafin here with you. We're in for an exciting finish, Greg.
I think we are. It's been a back and forth game. I think the change from Horizon with the defense has really kind of given Calvary a little bit of struggle. And they've not had the easy buckets in with Obando.
Here's a drive by Yoder. Couldn't get the call as he's trying to attack Obando. Brzezinski comes away with it.
Yeah, Obando stayed straight and just stood there, so that was a smart move.
And Obando gets the finish. Is a nice give and go by Leon.
And I think that's what Calvary's going to really need to do. That's what got them the big lead, and I think they almost need to try to go back to that.
Loring follows his own rebound, can't get it to fall. And Pero brings it across court. Ball screen, he'll drive baseline. Cut off, they'll kick it around.
Same thing we talked about. They're trying that baseline drive and then a kick, and that's 3 or 4 times they've done it, and they've really it's not worked. I think they need to try to get it back into Obando in the middle.
So say that's what worked, is getting that ball to number 3. Showing some patience, up 46-43. Leon for 3, hand in his face, tough shot, no good. Battle for it was Coy, and it'll go off his foot. Good hustle, though, by Jeffrey Coy.
That was very nice. He came in and slipped under from the weak side and was able to get it, but just couldn't corral it and bounced it off his foot.
I think if you're Horizon Christian, it's going to come down to, can you stop Josiah Obando on the defensive end?
Yeah, they've got to try to cut the pass off. Calvary's got to be looking for him to get that ball down to him, and Horizon's got to do everything they can to stress not getting that pass down to him. So it's going to be interesting. Everybody knows what they want to do. Now, can they do it?
Can you stop it? Loring with the ball. Looks inside to Yoder. Little two-man game. He'll drive. Loses control. Obando with the steal. Pero for 3. No.
It was a little quick, maybe.
Miles gets the rebound. In the corner. Yoder. Thought about a 3, I think, if he could control it. Miles wants to clear out. He's going to take his man to the basket. Off the window and good. Israel Miles. Back to a 1-point lead.
So he has 9 so far.
Leon answers at the other end. He's got 9 of his own. Back and forth. Yoder comes up with the loose ball. Here's Larry Long. Penetrate, left hand short. Leon with the rebound.
Let's see here if Calvary's going to just slow it down a little bit, be patient, try to work it inside, or what they're going to do.
Here's a drive, and that's what has been working, is Yoder's had to help off those driving guards, and it's left Obando open in the post with a traveling violation and a turnover as Colomay checks in. And Loring goes to the bench. 5:18. Israel Miles will walk it across the half-court line. Yoder tries to drive on Obando. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. But attacking Obando is what they want to do on the offensive end.
I think that might be 3 on him. I'm not sure unofficially. I'm just not sure.
Underneath the basket, they'll throw it out to Matthews. May go to the middle, lost his balance, able to gain control, and he's fouled as he goes up for the shot. There's a scenario there, Greg, where he lost the ball, and it actually kind of helped him.
Yeah, just came right back to him. Very fortunate for that ball to come right back to his hands.
May to the charity stripe. I have him for 3 of 4. And now, if that missed, 3 of 5. Every point critical when you're talking about a one-possession game.
Yeah, they've done better this half, but still left some points out there. So with just a 2-point lead now, Calvary brings the ball up slowly.
And Leon has been a nice catalyst for this offense as they try to get it on Obando. Here comes the double team. Obando spins around it, can't finish. Yoder clears.
And they fronted him that time and brought the help from the backside. He just was not able to get the shot.
Long fouled as he tries to go to the basket. Leon thought he had it clean up at the top and maybe even earned a jump ball, but they'll say he was fouled. That'll take Larry Long to the charity stripe. He has 10 points, 0 for 2, though, from the free throw line. If he makes both of these, we could have a tied game. Leon's going to take a breather, and checking in is Camden Bell.
I think this is Bell's first action tonight.
So Long splashes home free throw number 1.
So it puts him 1 for 3 from the line tonight.
The sophomore will have a chance to tie. Back iron, no, taken out of there by Coy. Here comes Pero. Directs some traffic. Coy cut off by Matthews. We get Pero. Nice recovery by Colin May on the defensive end. Horizon looking for a steal or a defensive rebound to get something in transition. Pero for 3, back iron, no. Matthews with a big rebound.
And that shot has just not been going tonight. He's had a couple of those and just hasn't gotten them to go.
Miles, did he take an extra step? And he did. That extra step.
Just looked in slow motion. I think it had been at speed. He might have gotten away with it.
He might have got away with it. Good catch there, Greg. And yeah, extra slow motion. And they call a travel and a timeout here by Calvary Christian with 3:49 to go. And they got a 30-second timeout. Passion of Care. Don't miss this chance to turn your compassionate efforts into a rewarding experience. Learn more about SFC and ATTC today and embark on a journey of care and compassion. Call us today at 317-537-1811. That is Passion of Care. Greg, if you're Coach McGrath of Calvary Christian, you're calling this timeout. What are you looking for?
I think you got to get it down to Obando. I think you've got to try to get him a look down inside. That's how you got here tonight, and I think you just got to try to keep working into him. Although Horizon is doing a good job. They're fronting him now, doubling him on everything that comes close. So it'll be interesting to see what they do.
Well, and Calvary still has Leon on the bench. He's been such a playmaker for this Eagles offense as well. Bando with the screen. Pero from 3. Can't get it. Matthews with the rebound. Here comes Long. He looks to push in transition. Nice bounce pass to May and scores. Horizon with the lead back at 49-48 with just over 3 to play. Here's Pero to baseline. Cut off by Yoder. Here's a steal. Loring, coast to coast, up and in. Landon Loring scores. It's 51-48.
And now a little pressure from Horizon. Can they lay off?
Couple of nice defensive stops here in the half court.
Very, very nice stops. And I think a couple times down here, Calvary has settled. They've tried those threes. And again, there was the front on Obando, and they stole.
May a little out of control, but they'll call a blocking foul. And as Greg mentioned, the adjustment to guarding Obando in the post has helped this Horizon offense, getting offense from their defense. And now Horizon's going to take a timeout as the ball is going to be inbounded underneath their own basket. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll let you know that you can unleash the power of passion at IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat. Contact us at sales@IndianaSRN.org to discuss how we can customize a sponsorship package that maximizes your brand and exposure. We are Central Indiana's sports leader. 2:42, Greg. It looks like Calvary has 4 team fouls, so Horizon not only will be shooting free throws on every time down the floor, and it looks like also the possession arrow favors Calvary as well. 2:42, big timeout to try to get a basket here to go up two possessions.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting just to see how they play this. Horizon has done just a great job of really shutting down Obando. He's had only 2 points in this fourth quarter. And then a kick ball there.
Now, Didn't see what he liked. Loring throws it off of Pero as he's guarding the inbounds. They throw it up to Matthews, and they'll reset. Matthews goes to the post. Still no Leon for Calvary Christian. Loring drives, can't get it. May with the rebound.
That was all the white shirts underneath, too. I'm not sure where Calvary was on that rebound, but Horizon had three white shirts down there on that rebound.
Loring directs some traffic. Now he's one-on-one on the wing. Between the legs, behind the back. Still wants the ISO. Drives on Pero. Spin, fadeaway, nothing.
Just too strong.
And Pero gets the rebound. Just over 2 minutes. Pero gets the ball screen. He'll drive down the middle. Contested shot is good. Braden Pero gets a basket.
It's his first 2 in the fourth quarter, down to 1 point.
51-50. Long drives and hard to stop Larry Long when he gets those shoulders going downhill. 53-50.
Yeah, Horizon is just kind of going a lot more man-to-man driving. I'm going to take you right to the hoop. And there Obando turns around and does the same thing.
Obando with 24. Long will go at it again. And he scores. Back and forth. They answer each other every single time. And a timeout with 1:15 to go. And what's impressive, Greg, about that drive for Larry Long is he's left-handed, doing it on the right side of the floor.
Yeah, he shut him down, and he used his body. They couldn't get to him, and he just laid it in.
Long with 11 points in his second half, giving 15 for the game, and he makes it a 3-point lead. Wow, folks, don't miss any action. Catch the replay on our YouTube page. IndianaSRN archives are always on the stream. With IndianaSRN, you always have a front row seat. 1:15 to go. We take a look at the reset. It'll be Calvary Christian basketball down 3. You've got a nice 2-man game going with Pero and Obando. Obando with 24, Pero with 12. And they've done the bulk of the scoring. Let's be anxious to see if Leon gets back out there. He's been a big part of what they've done offensively.
Right. And they're going to have to just, again, I think they have to go back into Obando and see what they do. Now, Horizon comes out of the timeout, and with a steal with full court pressure, and
Quinn Yoder
put it in.
Wow, now it's a 2-possession game and a traveling violation. The adjustment to go to the little pressure pays off. It'll be Horizon Christian basketball with 1:09 left, up 5.
Yeah, it's like Calvary didn't even notice that Horizon was in a full court press on that inbound and just literally gave the ball to Yoder for the lay-in, and then just a simple travel call, bringing the ball up the floor. So it's interesting that Horizon went to that full court and really kind of, I think, messed a little bit with Calvary. And now Horizon looks like they're going to slow it down. They're in no rush.
Yeah, trying to play some keep away here. If you're Calvary Christian, it's before long you're going to have to foul and extend this game. And they'll call it there. It's a shame as Matthews drills a 3 from the corner.
That should put Horizon at the line for 2.
And I think it will put Israel Miles there. Miles 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. Has 9 points for the senior. This one's rims out, no good. He rehearses the practice free throws. Colin Mays checked back in. Here goes Coleman through his routine. This one's short. Coy gets the rebound.
Still don't see Leon out there, so not sure what's happened there or if he got hurt or something happened, but it was interesting because he was kind of the general to get the ball up the floor every time, and when they really need somebody to work that ball around, he's not out there.
Obando drives and gets the contact
and
one. Oh, Bando, how about it? 57-54 with a chance to pull even closer. And now if you're the coaching staff of Calvary Christian, you've taken a look at who are going to foul, and Miles just missed his last two. You got to extend this game. Obando misses, loose ball over to Miles. And here comes the foul. Obando misses the free throw. He's now 2 of 4. With 26 points. It's a 3-point lead, and if you're a Horizon Christian Lion, you're just hoping that Israel Miles can make at least one of these opportunities.
Yeah, it would definitely be nice to take it to a 2-possession game, and it falls right off the front of the rim. So he's missed his last 3.
1 of 5 is Miles. Let's see if he stays on that free throw line after the shot. That was a little better. Off the back iron, no. Yoder comes away with it, but throws it long, chases it down, and he'll be fouled. A big-time rebound by Yoder.
I think it came off the front so hard that Calvary just wasn't in position.
So that takes Larry Long to the free throw line where he's 1 of 4. 11 points this half. That's off the iron, no. Horizon's doing everything they can to give Calvary Christian an opportunity. Second one, back iron, no. Obando skies for the rebound. And a timeout or a foul.
I think we have a timeout.
I think we do have a timeout on the floor. 30-second for Calvary Christian, and that'll do it for them as far as timeouts. But some missed opportunities, Greg, at the free throw line. They have missed their last 6 free throws here under a minute to go in crucial times.
10, yeah, they've had 10 free throws in this quarter, and they've only made 2.
And they were 4 of 10 from the free throw line there in that first half. So the Lions will see if they can overcome their free throw shooting. If you're Calvary Christian, you don't need a 3 right away, right? I mean, as poor as Horizon Christian has shot free throws, you can attack the basket, maybe get another and one opportunity and foul right away. There's plenty of time for both that to happen. Let's see what they elect to do. Here's Pero. Pero drives in the corner. Coy 3. Front iron, no. Tapped around and saved. Obando, they throw it out and
not in
time, and that'll do it. Horizon Christian will come away with a 57-54 win after being down by 10 points in the third quarter. They answer strong and come away with a huge win. Final thoughts, Greg?
Well, it's just a game of quarters, and that fourth quarter, Horizon just wanted it more. They came out, had a lot of momentum, had a lot of rhythm, and then right there at the end when they went to that full court press, that really threw Calvary for a loop, cost them, I think, 5 points right there at the end, and that was the difference tonight.
Their defense was able to generate enough offense, and they come away with a victory and avenge that 57-53 loss with a 57-54 win. Well, we'd like to thank you folks for tuning in to tonight's contest, for our producer Ben Wood, for our cameraman Daniel Thacker, and for my partner Greg Smith. This is Clark Chafin. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, so long, everybody.